Good morning, everybody. Monday, February 2nd. How are you all feeling? So it snowed a little bit here today, which makes me happy. Um, Makes things prettier outside. It's kind of gloomy though. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning. However, I don't know why, but I feel like everything is just kind of heavy today. I'm definitely not feeling myself. So we'll do some cards. For today and the energies today, asking what it is that we need to know for our best and highest good as I shuffle the cards. And then we'll talk a little bit about mushroom coffee versus regular coffee and what you should look for with that. Okay. And this is the Dreamers deck. And the Dreamers deck is 40 affirmations for pursuing your dreams. You can purchase it on Amazon. I don't make any money off of it. But it's good for anybody, right? All right. I know that comparing myself to others will only derails me from my purpose, and I am on my own path. We are all on our own path. So, good affirmation. I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. I am never stuck. Oh, cool. Because I will honestly say, after the weekend and working on my taxes more and just being a business owner is really freaking hard sometimes. I love what I do. I love helping people. But sometimes it would just be easier to be an employee and have everything else taken care of. But I know I can't go back to like my old profession for that either because it didn't bring me joy. It did when I first started way back in 2005, 2006, but there's no way that it brings me joy now. Okay. Perfect card for me. I know that my finances will be taken care of even when I don't see how, and I am secure. So, big messages for today, right? Like still trusting, knowing that everything is safe. This too shall pass. Knowing that it's okay to do things your way and not everybody else's way. And although I don't have anything bad going on in my life, I kind of do feel stuck sometimes because I want more forward movement, more progress, right? So if you're feeling that way, reach out. And it's kind of funny. I had a similar conversation with somebody already this morning in regards to her wanting to quit her job, knowing that it doesn't fulfill her, but she doesn't really know what she wants to do or do next. So I think that card is for her. So hopefully she's watching. And I feel like we should do one more card here. Which one should we do? Well, let's just try a tarot card, right? This is the Light Seers Tarot because it can be done as an oracle card too. So we'll just do that. And if you didn't, check out my friend Beth's Young Intentions card this morning. Be sure to do so. I'll have to go back and watch. I don't remember exactly what card. I just remember the meaning of it. So you'll have to check it out. Maybe it'll resonate with you too. And I'm just asking what it is we need to know and uncrossing my legs so the energy can flow better. Okay. Yikes. We gotta, not doing all of those. Tell me we got like 8 cards. Oh, we're not doing that. All right. So, and again, I'm not real familiar with tarot, but we have the Queen of Cups. This whole video camera thing is a little off to me. And the Wheel. I love the illustrations on this card. None of them scare me, but I do need to consult the deck because I don't really know what they mean. this one I will try to interpret. To me, it says, like, just give it all to universe source and it will fill that cup there in the middle, and just be in the flow. That's what that card is telling me, and trust my intuition. I try to interpret the wheel here too, because what the heck, right? You only can get better if you keep practicing. To me, the wheel represents like spinning the wheels and getting unstuck, like putting the brake on or pushing heavy on the gas to move forward, and to know that maybe you started here and you're up here, you're elevating into higher realms and abundance and flow, and you're in control because you're on top of the wheel. I don't know. That's my interpretation, but we'll consult the book here. So Queen of Cups. Maybe you have a different interpretation, and I'd love to know it, because again, I'm not real familiar with tarot at all. All right. So Queen of Cups, extremely intuitive, highly attuned, emotional intelligence, love, compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, and leading with your heart and healing. The Queen of Cups is one of those most intuitive characters of the tarot, floating inner dreamlike state of spiritual connection. She asks you how well your emotions have been serving you lately. To this morning, not serving me very well at all. And reminds you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Listen closely as the way to understand what is truly going on and to ensure other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Devote time to their emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. In shadow, this card can indicate that you are out of touch with your emotions or that you are suppressing your feelings while refusing to see the obvious. If you feel any insecurities around you, openly connecting with others, grow into a better partner by vulnerably sharing your own tender heart. My intuitive heart openly expresses deep love. So both sides of that card's meeting resonate with me. Yesterday, I got to help my father with his advanced directives and what he wants at end of life and all of that stuff. So it did bring up a lot of things for me. So both sides of that card makes sense. Let's consult the wheel. I know that's major arcana. So powerful cards. That's about all I know about the major arcana. So the lights here are the upright, changes fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a turning point, and serendipity. I don't know if that resonates or makes sense with what I interpreted of the card, but it says, get ready, sweet soul, for the wheel is about to gift you divine blessings. Synchronicity is afoot, so look for a wonderful new opportunity to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for the fortuitous meeting or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you are open to spotting opportunity, it's yours for the taking. Just allow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate toward your happy ending. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and that things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy this constant regeneration and know that for every spin, we have the chance to cycle upward toward our own expansion and enlightenment. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible. So don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is, all the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me expand my experiences. Well, that's pretty cool, right? I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that shift and that change. And not have so much ebbing and a lot more flowing in my business. Last week I felt way more in the flow than I do today, but I was also coming off of 3 days away in my favorite places of all time. So yeah. All right. So let's talk about the difference between regular coffee and mushroom coffee. So I did put a bunch of information in the comment or the description here. It is my understanding that adaptogen coffee, like mushroom coffee, and it can come in instant or brewable, is healthier because it helps support the body. It has less caffeine. It has it can have less mold, pesticides, chemicals, things like that, depending on the brand that you purchase. But also, regular coffee, a good brand, free of pesticides, free of herbicides, free of mold, fungus, toxins, mycotoxins, that kind of thing, can also be beneficial. It is a stimulant. So if you're suffering from like adrenal fatigue, stress on the body, caffeine's not really so good for that. So my favorite brands, remember this is just me. I love organic micro ingredients ground mushroom coffee. The instant you get 328 servings, I think, for I think $39. I could be wrong. And it does have a different flavor, not gonna lie. It's a little bit more earthy and grounding to me. There's also like the MLM versions of like the Organo King coffee, and they have it in a hot cocoa. I think some of micro ingredients too will come in a, you can get it in like a hot chocolate type thing. Yeah, there's Rise, there's Mudwater, there's several different companies. Four Sigmatic has several too. I just find them too expensive for my liking. I have tried them all, and they all taste pretty similar. I will say the micro ingredients has a little bit more earthy flavor than some of the others, but then I question, well, why is that? What are they adding to make it more smooth, or their processing, or what are they adding something that they don't have to disclose? For regular coffee, always organic, of course. I don't have a specific brand that I like of regular coffee, although I do like the micro ingredients adaptogen coffee that you can brew as well. It's ground. I don't quote me on how many servings are on there because I don't pay attention to that. I have tried Purity coffee. I personally don't like the taste of it. And I've tried, I think, 3 of their flavors or brews or roasts or whatever you want to call it. I don't like it for the cost either. Super freaking expensive, like $70 for 3 bags. And you don't get a lot of servings out of it. For Sigmatic, again, it depends on what you're looking for, what your favorite flavors are. Rise, it's okay. There's a couple other ones too. Mudwater, that one has an MCT oil, I believe, with it, but don't quote me. It's been a long time since I've tried Mudwater. If you like creamer and things like that flavor in your coffee, I would suggest like the stevia sweet leaf drops. You can get many different flavors for that. Or like me in particular, around Christmas time, even this time of year, I like a peppermint mocha. So I'll brew my mushroom coffee or my Cameron's organic coffee, and I'll add cacao to it for the mocha. And then I just take peppermint extract and add that in there, stir it up. And I sometimes will add like half and half, organic, half and half. I'm not a big fan on flavored creamers just because of the carrageenan and the toxins that are in there. There are obviously better creamers than other creamers. Simple ingredients is always what you want to look for in a coffee creamer. I have also made my own coffee creamer, which you get a lot more for the money. Is it still the best? Probably not, but it's better, less ingredients than buying it at the store for sure. And it's more cost effective. And because I'm not into the foo-foo thing, that's my husband's thing. I didn't really drink it anyway, but he liked it. So use your resources. If you're looking to make changes in your diet, think clean ingredients. I would normally say shop on the outer perimeters of the store. However, lunch meat is on the outer perimeter of the store, and very little of that is actually healthy. I would avoid dairy. Dairy causes inflammation, even if it's temporarily avoiding dairy. Drink good, clean water. You don't want to be drinking fluoride and chlorine in your water if you're trying to make healthier changes and get your body healthier. But that's a topic for a whole nother episode, I guess. Yeah. Reach out to me if you have any concerns, questions, whatever, wondering what I do. So again, I'm Dawn from Holistic Works. I am a holistic nutritionist that does muscle testing, several different types of muscle testing. And I'm an energy medicine practitioner. So that's homeopathy, that is herbal remedies, that is energy healing techniques like Reiki. I personally I always seem to gravitate more towards Karuna Reiki in sessions, and Karuna is a holy fire Karuna Reiki, and that is Reiki of divine guidance and light. So it's very soothing. I also use sacred childbirth with Reiki. So that is a little bit different. That's a longer session. And if you're not pregnant, it's more about acknowledging where there are traumas and emotions stuck in your body. And the Reiki helps to release that from those areas. And you can do that somewhat with a regular Reiki session. But it all, like a sacred childbirth, Reiki helps you, like, you acknowledge that this is what happened, or this is where you're holding on to XYZ, right? You're in a subconscious type state. It's almost like hypnosis, but better, I think, because you get healing energy during it as well. Both are beneficial. I'm not poo-pooing hypnosis at all, because there's a time and a place for everything, right? Even traditional Western medicine, there's a place for it. I just feel like it doesn't have to be there as much as people go to it. Yeah. So that is me in a nutshell. So how can muscle testing help you? Muscle testing helps identify what is imbalance in the body or causing stress to the body. And then we narrow down specifically what, like, I check your nervous system, your autonomic, your parasympathetic, your sympathetic nervous systems, and whatever they're telling me. Maybe that's the first place we start. And then I do the complete body scan while pushing on your arm, or somebody else's arm is an extension cord of your energy. That's an in-person session. And then let's say I do your body scan and your liver is weak. So then we ask the body, is it emotional? Is it a physical thing? Is there a bug? Is there a chemical? What's going on in that particular organ area? And then what fixes it? Maybe it's an emotional remedy that will fix the liver. Maybe it is it needs more drainage. Maybe there's too much hormones stuck in there. Maybe there's some sludge in there. Maybe there's not good flow between the gallbladder and the liver. So we address that. And I have test kits that have energetic vials in them. And because we are all energy and frequency, these vials will either resonate with your body while I'm pushing down your arm, or they won't. And it's the same for what the solution is. I have the vials, I put them within your energy field, and your body talks to me. Your body will not lie. Ask any of my clients. You cannot force the response, so to speak. And I'm always clearing my energy field before a session and after the session so that whatever my energy doesn't interfere, my thoughts aren't interfering with the testing process. What else do you want to know about me? I'm an open book, so just ask the question. I had some really good conversations yesterday about epigenetics. So that will be a topic of discussion too. So let me know. How can I help you? Some traditional like symptom type things that I have helped with are like migraine headaches, rashes. Several clients with arthritis, I've helped them like decrease their symptoms, weight loss, digestive issues, many digestive issues, lupus. I've helped somebody with lupus, hypothyroid, hyperthyroid. And there's a few of my clients when I'm talking about thyroid where when they listened to me, they went and investigated it with Western medicine, and they like had their parathyroid removed, or they actually found cancer when they went to their Western medicine doctor. And had they not been laying on my table that day, maybe it would have taken a lot longer to find. And then I've had several too that didn't listen. And 3 years later, like they had their parathyroid and their thyroid removed, and they had to go through cancer treatment, and they had to do the Western medical route, right? And I don't want that. Like, I don't want that. I want you to be healthy. That is always my goal. I always work from here. Sometimes I have to work from here and connect the two. I've also had clients come to me like when I tell them what is resonating with their they're like, oh no, I'm healthy. I just did XYZ and didn't really believe what I was muscle testing for. And then 3 or 4 years later, they're diagnosed with colon cancer. Well, guess what showed up when I muscle tested them? I don't diagnose, treat, or cure diseases. And I certainly didn't diagnose colon cancer. But there were things found in her digestive tract that she wasn't really willing to admit, and she did end up with colon cancer. And then heart stuff too. There was one client who started with me, didn't finish with me, didn't like doing the protocols, didn't like doing the supplements, but heart always showed up for him. And guess what? He ended up with a massive heart attack. Kind of wild, right? Like I don't predict that. That's not what I want to happen. But maybe he survived that heart attack because he worked with me. I don't know. Even though he didn't 100% do the protocol, he didn't 100% believe in what I was doing, or the things that I would tell him. But I like to believe that it helped. So I'm just going to go with that. Obviously, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it today. So if you're interested, if you have questions, we can have a little phone call to see if we're a good match. I don't charge for that. I'm still offering the Shape Reclaim program for anybody interested, but sometimes you do need to do a little prep work before you can start that program. So to keep that in mind. Even though I was trained that it is a very light and easy detox, some of my clients that I started did have some pretty severe side effects. So I am now thinking that they should have done a little prep, a little bit more prep work before they started. Now they're doing phenomenal, but that is always an option as well. That is a 4 to 6 week program where we help the body detox and get healthy. And then it is also including the Reclaim Your Life. So we're all working through that. And the first 4 weeks are the caterpillar phase. The second 4 weeks are the chrysalis. And then the last phase, another 6 weeks, is the metamorphosis into a butterfly. So let me know how I can help you, and I will hopefully chat with you tomorrow.